All right, let's get this thing started, man. First off, congratulations to Jared Hurd, man, for taking care of business. I didn't do a video on that one. Um, I want to concentrate on some of the major fights. I can cover all kinds of boxing, man, if that's what you guys are into. Um, I can post guys that's not major fights that are not, not popular by public opinion. But we as a boxing community, we watch everything, man. We keep up with all of these guys. Hold on, let me turn down this TV, man. um, we watch all of these guys, man. I know I do. I try to make sure that I'm catching all of these fights, man. But I don't want to post them if you guys are not interested in me doing reviews on fights or fighters that you guys don't really know, that you guys don't really care about. So I don't want to waste time doing that kind of stuff. I like to go with the upcoming notable fights, notable guys that you guys know. I'm not saying that you guys are casual fans or anything of that nature. It's up to you, man. You guys are the ones that keep the channels going. You guys are the ones that are getting in the comment section saying what you want to see, what you want to hear about. And we trying to give you guys the content that you want, outside of the news media that's going to give you a lot of BS, a lot of hoopla, a lot of smoke. We're going to try to make sure that we're doing in-depth searches, on this stuff, making some phone calls, getting in touch with people that's close to the situation, that know what's up. I have a few people that I know that are close to a lot of people in the Mayweather camp. A lot of people that are close to people that are in different camps. So it's really up to you guys, man, on what you really want to know about. But anyway, man, I'm already over 2 minutes in, so let me get to it. Tank Davis. I don't know. I'm not going to get into all of this whole, Floyd is trying to set him up. Floyd is hating on his young kid. He don't want him to go undefeated. All of this stupid stuff, man. I don't have time for that type of so-called conspiracy theory or just coming out of my behind, or talking out the side of my mouth about stuff that I don't really know nothing about. I don't know how Floyd feel about Tank, and I don't know how Tank feels about him. So, whatever they got going on is what they have going on. All I really care about is boxing. So let's get to it. Should he take care of business April 21st? Which is what Mayweather is saying. If he takes care of his guy on the 21st and Lomachenko takes care of his guy, then, this is the fight that people want to see. And I, for one, would love to see it, but I, for one, know how it's going to turn out. I just don't think that Tank Davis is really ready for that right now. I don't think he's ready for that, but that's just my opinion. And I can say that for various reasons. Tank Davis' footwork is not that great. His defense is not excellent. He is not a superior fighter. He's not. He's not even a boxer. He has a skill set. He has a talent to go with that skill set. And I would say more talent than he does actual skill. And that's what's been getting him through. It's just his heart and his talent. I think that his skills can be honed. I think that, iron sharpens iron. And I think that with a lot of experience in the ring, he needs to be fighting more than what he's fighting now. We all know he has some legal issues pending, which kept him out of the ring. But I really think that guy needs to be a lot more active than what he is, being as young as he is. He needs to be fighting at least 3, maybe 4 times a year. Not once or twice a year. This guy needs to be in the ring, on a consistent basis. And of course, all of us in the boxing community are going to say, This guy is fighting tomato cans and this and that, but I mean, he hasn't been as active as he needs to be, especially yeah, he claimed a couple of belts. He got a belt or whatever the case may be, but I don't think that he's ready for Lomachenko. He's not. Lomachenko is a superior talent, especially going up against a guy like Tank Davis, man. His lateral movement is off the charts. His quickness is off the charts. His hand speed is off the charts. He fights from many different angles. He can hit you hard from multiple angles. He brings a lot of confusion in the ring. He can get herky-jerky when he wants to. He can morph into any style that he wants, but he prefers to fight a fast-paced fight. He prefers for it to be grueling. He prefers to walk you down, stalk you. He prefers to crowd your space, and he loves to get into those tight battles up close because he believes that he can't be hit. He's in there making guys miss. You know, 1 to 2 feet away from him. You know, they can't touch this guy. So a guy like Tank Davis is a dangerous fighter because he does hit hard. But he has to actually be able to find Lomachenko. And I just don't believe that he's going to be able to find this guy, especially if Lomachenko wants to do it in the center of the ring. You know, that's going to give Tank Davis the ability to try to hit him with something and try to hit him with a lunging punch. But I just believe that Lomachenko's left hook is going to be the deciding factor for a guy like Tank Davis, man. He's going to get knocked out. You know, when he's getting ready to... See, the thing that I don't like about Tank Davis is that he loads up on all of his punches. He telegraphs what he's going to do right away. And it's easy for guys with a superior talent like Lomachenko to be able to figure this dude out. He's going to be figured out in 2 rounds, man. If he's not careful, 1 round. You know, so... and that's not to say he's going to get knocked out in 1 round. It's just going to look bad in 1 round. You see what I'm saying? So we don't want to get ahead of ourselves here and get crazy with this Tank Davis thing, man. I like Tank Davis, but it's a lot about his skill set that I don't like. You know, I don't like his skill set, man. I don't, and on top of it, I don't like where his head is. Outside of the ring, I don't like where his head is, and that's what's going to get him knocked out. I just believe that Lomachenko is going to knock this dude out if they fight, and it's really not worth it for him. It's really not worth it outside of capturing another belt. All they're going to say is that Tank Davis is inexperienced. He's an inexperienced kid. He was in over his head, and he wasn't ready for a superior talent like Lomachenko. So to me, it does nothing for Lomachenko for him to fight Tank Davis, outside of just, you know, fighting a kid that's up and coming, that has a belt, that's trying to make history, you know, in the sport of boxing, being so young and doing these things. But maybe he can go in there and upset Lomachenko. But I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. But anyway, this video is a little long. I just wanted to comment on that, on my thoughts about Tank Davis and Lomachenko. Give you guys the opportunity to suggest what you want as far as content on this channel. As I continue to do this stuff and grow, you know, I have my moments where I'm on here, man, and I'm going hard, and I'm dropping back-to-back videos, and they're not really getting the views, and people don't really care. You know, they can go to Dante's Boxing Nation, or they could go to a Boxing Ego, or go over to 78, you know, or go over to some of these other guys that are putting out content that they like. You know, I don't really do all of that video editing and do all of this fantastic stuff, man, and give you guys thumbnails and music and do all of this stuff, because YouTube is just too, they're too anal about the content, you know, when you start trying to do that stuff. So I'd rather come from this perspective, give you guys something from the heart, man, and as a fan and as a guy that truly is into the sport of boxing. So sorry guys, I'm trying to keep up with this basketball, man. I haven't been able to tune in my basketball. But anyways, 10 minutes in. Let me know what you guys think, what you wanna deal with on the channel, and whatever you guys have, man. I'm willing to take that into consideration, give you the credit for it, and move forward, man. I'm not monetized to make money off of this stuff, man. I do this stuff from the heart. So, give me what you got. Peace.